The idea was if you got an intelligent, interesting, engaging group of people together, that even in the absence of a conference structure, great things would happen.
Yes and Yes Yes is a gathering of people who all have the intention of having open minds to come together and have conversation and learn from each other and connect and make.
The very first year Yes and happened, we all got this bizarre email in the middle of the winter just saying, say yes to this, but not telling us what it was, but whom it came from was enough. Whatever they're working on, I want to be there.
The idea of bringing people together in an environment where you're encouraged to talk to other people. You're supposed to wait, you guys just said this, tell me more. Like, oh yeah, you want to hear? And you get invited into all these conversations. You hear about weird stuff you wouldn't necessarily expect.
Here you have a critical mass of people to talk about friendship in the age of Facebook, or about regret, or about Bitcoin and the future of work. The choice is yours.
Sometimes there's Ignite and people give their Ignite talks.
There might be someone organizing a large-scale group game.
I have a sense that everyone who comes here has something to offer one way or another, and that allows me to get really deep with random strangers really quickly. It just ends up creatively reinvigorating me.
There's people doing photography all over the place. Got a maker lounge with a maker bot and a Cricut and a tabletop CNC mill.
I brought over a little quadcopter drone. What's cool about this one is you can fly it with control sticks, but not only can you fly it, you can wear goggles and see what the drone sees while you're flying.
We wanted to embrace that culture of spontaneous creativity, being able to tell stories in an unforced manner, and it's just a really good match.
Almost every single sponsor we've had have been people who've attended. It's been folks who really love what this concept is and think the world needs more of it.
It's been fantastic, really, to provide the space where individuals can come together, and again, without having to beat folks over the head with logos and brands, and really just have actual authentic conversations.
Certain kinds of things that work for creating community. You don't overschedule. You allow for serendipity and for a surprise to occur. You really focus on enabling play, but allow seriousness to occur where it needs to. That's embedded in the structure of this event from start to finish.
We actually set up a lemonade advice stand. The people at Yes and Yes Yes have all of this deep well of expertise that they're tapping into, and it was a really interesting opportunity to have those individuals from the community connecting up with others in the community, and that's what we were trying to support.
There is this spirit of possibility, that there's this spirit of, hey, just see what happens when you show up as you are. We're all in this together.
My first year here, I came on my own. I didn't know anyone, but I remember some people coming up to me and saying, hey, join our group, or do you want to join us for dinner? And that's the sort of thing that you wouldn't normally get at a conference.
There's been kind of a saying at 10 conferences for a while about the best stuff happens in the hallways. That's the beauty of this for me. Here, the magic happens in the pool and in the hot tub, and it's all hallway.
Instead of that person sitting at front of room just holding forth, instead you get these organic little pods of conversations going. That is a very unique type of environment.
Most of the interesting conversations I have here don't have to do with what people are doing with their day job. It's what that day job means to the greater arc of their life.
Each year that I've been here, I've had several conversations that I have ended up quoting for the rest of the year, or that have had huge ripple effects on the rest of the year.
If you're the type of person who's super busy all the time and doesn't give yourself the opportunity to just let things come at you instead of rushing after them, it's that place.
There's this coming together of, wow, what can we do when we work together, when we share ideas, and that's what I get so excited about.
What's been fun is to watch it grow from just being a bunch of web geeks to being lots of different types of geeks. I think everybody here is probably a geek. It means you dive into something, you're passionate about it, and I see that permeate through this whole community. And everybody who's here, I think, is probably a geek about something.
If you're interested in technology, sure come. If you're interested in entrepreneurship, sure come. But I think that you really want to be interested in is like, what kind of person do you want to be in the world, sort of beyond all of that?
Obviously, I think creatives can really flourish here, and there's a good atmosphere for people in tech, people who are starting businesses, but really, there's all walks here, and I think that that's because anybody can really enjoy it.